guys, Captain Palin LP here. Welcome to another episode of SimCity 2 or SimCity 4. In the last episode, we kind of started a new city here, called Preston. Basically, it's a new area. Basically, a first town. We're just kind of going through some tutorials about this, areas. But for now, let's go ahead and resume the city here. Resume the town, more or less, because we just started this town here. And right now we're loading it up. We just don't got a lot in this town so far because we just started, but we got some industry set up, it looks like, and got some jobs created for the folks here. Also set up some houses here, set up some commercial zones here. I think in this episode we'll kind of go into a little more detail about some of the other features to this game, but for now I think we'll stick to the primary things. Varley's factory, we got same thing there. Burner, so we got some industry already set up here. Also went through the budget process just a tad. I think we'll go ahead and go on that a little bit more. Basically, these are basically the income settings here. You can also you can set the percentages on the taxes here on each of the individual units here. So say if you want to increase taxes on dirty, you can also increase taxes on manufacturing, set the taxes for high-tech industry. So yeah, you can just set the individually, and this enables you to do that. But for now, I think we'll go ahead and accept it as it is. City ordinances, basically, you can basically, have different kinds of ordinances set up. Of course, these take some money to actually enforce, but this does actually help us, come with benefits. Of course, it'll help us fight crime and help us reduce waste and all that stuff. So, there's all sorts of things you can do with this. For now, we will just leave this alone. In terms of things. Also, you got neighborhood deals. Basically, you can loan out money, or loan out power or water services to a neighboring city, so you can do that. Budget here. There are currently no entries in the budget ledger. Okay, so beautification. Basically, some ordinances. You can also take out loans. Also, take out an amount, and of course, you have to make payments on the loan. So, really, it's not. I don't think this is necessary at this time because we've still got whole buttloads of cash here. But of course, the main thing, utilities here. Where you see this line here is basically where the line is where we're at capacity, but for right now, we're not at capacity. We're okay for now. We don't have to worry about that. Public safety. Basically, you can just set the expenses per level here, but we also could have a bus system here. We'll worry about that later, of course, but I think that'll be it for the budget a little bit. You can go to graphs here. You can do some check your approval rating. You got other graphs, data views where you got fire hazards. You can check out all sorts of things here. What's this one? City opinion polls. Well, of course, that's what that was. Advisory panel, you can check in with your advisors to get advice from each of your advisors here. So, and also you can build style control, building style. You can switch between the style of buildings, so you can keep, you know, in control of what is being built in terms of style. But for now, I think we don't need to worry about that. So let's go on back to the public opinion polls right there. Looks like we had some new residential stuff being installed here. It was kind of an upgrade, and with each upgrade increases, of course, the capacity of the home here. Usually it's, you know, like complexes and stuff like that. I mean, it's just, and this is actually Bob's Grease Pit, so wealth. And that's about going to produce 14 jobs. So, I mean, this is about all we can really do for the, and this is actually increasing in size as we speak. But we noticed that, you know, these roads are getting congested because of the, traffic that's, you know, being, because we all got these short amount of space here, we got more people moving in, and so in case of that, you just might want to increase the size of the road that you're building. Say, just you can go ahead and build a road like right here. I'm just kind of using this as a demonstration, and increase the capacity. I mean, that will definitely come in handy, you know, as you play this game further on. And I'm only doing this because, you know, just to show you of what we need to actually do, what you can actually do. And it looks like we're kind of gaining some people here because these houses are increasing capacity. But these, you know, these roads increase the capacity of these roads. I mean, that always comes in car 59, so yeah, you might want to like increase it to a road, of course. But alright, so while we're kind of increasing in population, let's kind of show you some other things. We're gonna have to build some other things that we're wanting to build. For population, you might not want to worry about some of these things, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Because since we are, let's check our budget. We're running a pretty good surplus in our budget. So let's go ahead and, since we're running a surplus at this point, let's go ahead and check out the other buildings we can build. We can build a school if we so desire. I mean, these does come with a monthly cost. I mean, and, you know, these are basically capacity. You can also build them, but they'll, of course, run at capacity. Some do require, you know, minimum population, of course. But I mean, this is very, and also you can get like a medical center. I think we're gonna go ahead and build a medical clinic here, since it's pretty common in every town that you have a medical clinic. So I'm going to go ahead and build one right here. That way we have it operational. Go ahead and increase the street so I can go over here. And that's kind of just the funding for this medical clinic. We can adjust so Sims invite the mayor to pull up a chair and settle in. So basically we have surpassed 500 people, so we can actually build a mansion if we so desire. Initial cost $1,800, monthly cost, so basically it'll cost us $30 per month. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just kind of worry about what else we're going to build first, but we'll come back to that, of course, in just a little bit. I was just in the middle of something. We have to adjust the funding for this, because I'm going to go ahead and demagnify this. I'm going to show you the options here. Now, local funding. Basically, You can adjust the capacity, and then you can adjust the radius of the ambulance that it covers. I mean, that's the two things that will come when you do this, of course. I mean, you can increase the size of the clinic, adjust the funding for it, but also kind of adjust for the the funding of it, of course. So I think for now we'll just leave it at 80 for now, because we still at this small of the town. It's gonna be. We'll kind of let's decrease it to 40 patients and keep it at and let's kind of decrease it to, let's say, 65. Yeah, that looks good. 65. And that's the radius. So it's already included here. So it's within the radius. We've already got 52 patients out of the 40 capacity. So we look at our budget and see we can probably increase the funding just a little bit to meet capacity demand. For now, that is probably a good thing for right there. So let's keep it at 74. 3 doctors, 52 patients. That's good enough for now. That way we're at, of course, at capacity. Yes, we already just adjusted the funding. So it's already covered. We just haven't it hasn't really taken effect as of yet. But once we get a greater population, it'll probably definitely increase for sure. But we're gonna go ahead and build some more. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. Since we have a surplus, we're gonna go ahead and get some water services. And because this also takes a lot of money, monthly cost 50. But we're gonna go ahead and build a water tower outside of town, and build it right over, let's say, right in the industry part, right over here. Now, in order for it to go through everywhere, you have to build pipes, and these do require a budget as well. So if you want to get this area some water, you basically have to build a pipe connecting to the water source. Build the plumbing. So it's kind of a complicated thing, but it does increase the the lifestyle of your community if you do build the pipes. So you connect it to the water tower, and we'll just kind of let it go throughout here and go throughout here, and see our town is now covered. So it's covered throughout this radius right here. So unless of course we need to build more, and that only slightly increased our expenses. But I think if you have a water, if you have your population water, you'll be fine. But I think we're done for this for now. We can just go ahead and go back out of this, back to zoning. Let's check on this medical center. So far so good. It seems well funded and we're not overcrowded, so we're okay for now. Let's check our popularity rolls. Environment's going down, but overall health is going up, which is pretty good. So we're at 708 people. Now, another thing about the water, and I will be kind of very clear about this. When you have farms, those are polluters, even though they're, of course, pollute your land. But these farms are necessary to, of course, the lifestyle and provide food. But they do, if you connect them to the water, they do muddy it up and require treatment. So, just so you know, we do have a thing called water treatment, but it's kind of like, that's also another expensive thing, which we'll discuss later on. I mean, later on. You're also going to hire other cities if you want, you know, more, you know, more assets. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a farm. A couple farms here. So we do need farms to help sell the food. Now the Sims want a smolder for station. I wouldn't worry about that until later. Until your budget, you know, is okay. Because let's kind of go back to that budget. You know, we're still getting a surplus. We're still getting money every month. But, you know, you don't want to build too fast in this, or go too slow. But, you know, this is definitely helping. You know, we're getting the food for crops here. You know, now how can you have a town tax like in a rural area like a farm? Well, in real life, some cities have like rural areas. I know for a fact that here in Wisconsin, the city of Fitchburg, is mostly a combination of a suburb of Madison, but the city itself encompasses a large rural area. Now, some will say, okay, there's a township that could actually cover the rural district, you know, kind of like, you know, a small, you know, township which governs the rural areas. But some cities do acquire like rural areas just to kind of like build outward, so they can, you know, in case if they were to expand into the, you know, outside of their limits, they would have the ability to grant permits and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of a complicated thing, but it's been known to exist, of course. But I mean, it happens here in Madison quite often. We're around here in Madison, where you have like a bigger city acquiring rural districts just to, you know, you know, for its own purposes, of course. And you know, it's been known to happen. But I think let's go ahead and check our balance here. Now, we have a surplus still. Commercial. We could probably build more residential areas. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see here. There's a farm here. Let's see what it's doing. So basically, it does, you know, you got freight trips here. So everyone's getting water. At some point, we will have to go ahead and put in a school when we get more population and enough taxes, so we can actually, of course, build some more schools here. But for a population of 820, it's really not that heard of. Well, I guess in some of the rural states it might be, but you know, we'll consider it, of course, as we go further. Let's go ahead and connect a road from the outside here again. Alright, I want to connect to this road. Here. Let's go ahead and just build outside. Hey, come on. Go outside. Thank you. Accept. Yes. I want you to go out there. Because I want to connect another road out here. Sometimes you have that situation. Like this, where you have a road just kind of, you know, have a main road kitty corner like that. They're common up here in Wisconsin for sure. I know so, because I live up here. So, 815 people. It looks like we can go ahead and start building some more residential. Power funding scarcity. So, looks like we need to increase the capacity of our generator. Well, let's see, power use capacity. So, yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to kind of boost funding just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Kind of want to maintain a surplus here. Oh, that's 995. Let's kind of bring that down a little bit. It says still 995. 211, come on. 871. Just a little bit more. We'll increase the spending if we have to, but for now, let's just kind of only uptick it just a little bit. Alright, I think that's good. 718. So let's do it. Capacity at 61% for now. That's pretty darn good. So yes, let's go ahead and just leave that there. Streets becoming endangered. And we got news here. But of course, you know, some doesn't care if the extra maintenance costs for the roads. You get that advice, but you know, we're kind of wanting to have people to come in the city here, so let's just kind of leave it as it is for now. But we'll, you know, kind of work with it. Let's go ahead and build some residential, shall we? So let's do low density. Now, yeah, let's kind of let them build it a little bit. Yeah, let's kind of build it like this for now. And let's go ahead and expand the water a little bit, because we're going to need the water to kind of go out here a little bit. And we already got some structures built. Alright, we need to go above ground power line. Yeah, let's just kind of go up here. Alright, got something built already. So we get more people, the more of these shops expand, and I think we're going to go ahead and expand on some commercial districts here. Go ahead for medium commercial, because you know every town has its the mom and pop shops, but it has the mom and pop shops, of course. But alright, we're gonna kind of go like this. Get the street, because I want to kind of like outline it myself. Alright, and get a commercial district in the center here, because we know we're gonna need it. Alright, let's kind of work on this, because they have a funky way of doing it themselves, if you know what I'm saying. You know, building these kind of things themselves. There we go. Alright, looks like we got some commerce here. Small shops. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. That's gonna fill up very nicely. Alright, already at 80. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I already got 1,112 people here. Budget is okay for now. Let's check our medical center. See how's it doing. Alright, they're kind of over. And then if you increase the radius, of course, it's going to expand the need for funding. But we'll go ahead and do that just by a little bit. There we go. And we got another big industry being built here. Chemical tanks. So far I think we're doing pretty well. We're going to go ahead and build the road out of the town and into the next zone whenever we get the chance. I'm pretty pleased with what's been going on here. Our public approval rating seems to be pretty good. No diplomas, yeah, I know. I'm considering now I'll go ahead and teach everyone about the schools, and I think we'll end the episode here. We could do this either way, since we now got a new residential zone. I think we'll build it right out here. This is street. Let's build a street out here, because I kind of have a thing, way how this is done. Kind of like that connect here for now. Alright, we got ourselves some more income coming in. We still maintain a budget surplus. Now that we're at over 1,000, I think we can go ahead and build a school, and then probably a fire station. So let's go ahead and build this school, elementary school. We can always, of course, not build one, but we're going to build it in the residential zone, of course. And got that. So now we'll go ahead and local fundings. Well, it does we also got the bus, issue. Keep the bus at 100. We'll see how many children will come in after it, registers. Because now we're going to be tight under a belt in terms of course. So, pardon my silence, I was just trying to figure out how long this is going to take to... And we're kind of running in the dark with the power again. And this is what happens when you have, like... when you have, like, more structures, you have more power demand, and that's just unfortunate. I mean, this is how the game operates. Alright, so we got 61 in the current area. I think that's pretty good with what we have, because it encompasses more of the area that we have covered. I personally like to include some like a baseball field, something for the kids, community garden, open paved area. No, I don't want that. Let's see here, small park green, community garden. Let's see here. I like to include a basketball court. Yeah, let's include a basketball court. part of when my voice breaks. Skateboard park? No, I don't want that. Playground. That's good too, playground. Oh, I don't know what to do. Ranger station, no, of course not. Large plaza, softball field. Yes, a softball field. I would love that. I mean, these are the little things you can buy for your community. How much is it? I forgot. I didn't see it. 35? I think that's worth it. I like to do something for the kids. And that's, if you want to do something for the kids, you buy, you know, the little things. So, let's go ahead and expand the road out just a little bit. And I think that will be it for now in terms of buying things. But we're doing just great. I think we're doing just fine in terms of what we're doing this for this community. I think we'll now get... We're kind of doing good for that. Let's just kind of increase the ambulance. There we go, just a little bit. The range of the ambulance, that we will have $30 income, and I think we'll just kind of hold off on any other income funding for now. How we're doing here, we're doing good for there. I think we'll kind of focus on the economy a little bit more next time. We got ourselves a little bit, something a little bit here. Look to Evans, McCall, Mayor. Preston has become a 1,000. So basically, they want you to, like, build a church, if you want to build a church. I like to do this on occasion for the people, you know, even though I'm not that religious and practicing religion myself, I kind of like to do that for the people. It might be helpful, you know, like, reducing crime and stuff like that, but I think we'll go ahead and do it. Let's put it near the commercial district right over here. Right over here. That looks good. That looks very good for now. But I think this will end this episode. I think we're going on too long. We're doing just fine, I think, in the city. We now picked up some more income. I think we're doing pretty good in terms of that. Let me check the waters right quick. Just gotta go up. As you can tell, the water supply is kind of getting diminished because this, of course, is really nearing its capacity. So, yeah, if you want to build, what we could do is, I think we can go ahead and see how much it will cost us. Monthly cost 50. I think we can afford it. You know, let's just do it. That way we'll have it. That way we'll still maintain a surplus. Balanced budget, more or less, but I think there we go, and just run some pipes down here. There we go. So I think this will do it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your viewership and all. Next episode we'll probably go into more details about the SimCity here. But for now, I think we covered some of the basics here. We got our farms going, and we'll probably do some more with them here in a little bit because we kind of need some more industry. We kind of got a lot of good jobs going right here. So I think we're doing just great. Looks like we need some manufacturing, so we'll see about if we can get some of that. But for now, thank you guys for watching. This has been Captain Pal and LP. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone.